Joey here as a critical Missourian, where I talk about everyday life, about Missouri and beyond. Okay, this is more another one of those commentaries I would like to put forward, and this follows along my criticism about the faith. The thing is, we have too many people that like to, pass judgment on other people. They try to say, oh, you're better, they try to say, I'm holier than thou, or I'm better than you, or some kind of crazy stuff, because one person may do something that's just not what they're normally accustomed to. I'm sorry, but this is not how you're supposed to act. Just because you don't approve of someone else's decisions, that don't mean that that decision is hurting you. Not always. There are some choices that people can make that affect a lot of people, more ways than one, and many at a time. It depends. If someone has a personal choice, makes a personal choice, and that only affects them, you should not be saying anything to that person about their choices. Do not be passing judgment on other people. That's the same way within the faith. There are too many people that like to say, "Oh, you're not following the way of the Lord. You will burn in Hades." That's not for you to say. That's not for you to say. You're supposed to pray for the deliverance of a person to God. You're not supposed to say about their sins. You're not, this is not an acceptable way a Christian should live. To be sitting here and saying that this person is condemned to Hades, that person is condemned to Hades. It's been given warning in the good book not to do that. And we have a big problem in the society. And this is the problem I have with society in general. Is just like it says in the Bible, people are too fixated on the faults of others, but become very short-sighted with their own faults. And that does not, we are all imperfect creatures. None are made more perfect except for the Father. And I'm sorry if some of you non-Christians may be watching this, but this ties into both sides, both on the everyday life and on the Christian life. So this works both ways, because it's happening inside the church and outside of the church. We have that biggest problem in our society. Well, instead of removing our own sins, and we want to ignore our own faults and then look at others. And that's just, we have too many problems of that in this world, and it needs to stop. We need to stop being so hyper judgmental. We can two people can live in the same house, have differentiating opinions, two different opinions that total opposites of each other, but yet they can coexist peacefully. They just learn to say, we agree to disagree, and that's where we need to stop. Just learn that sometimes there are some things in life that we just need to put aside for the greater good. And I don't mean ignore any injustice in the world. I'm saying we need to put aside our personal prejudices and sorry, mild speech impediment. Our personal judgments, let's just call it that. We need to put aside our personal judgments, our short-minded thinking, or narrow-minded thinking, and we need to put aside our own faults. And before we start seeing, we need to put. If these things tend to clash within the home or anywhere around you, maybe it's time to set aside that which is causing clashes. Just agree to disagree, set it aside, and just learn to avoid subjects like that. I wish the Democrats and Republicans would follow the same path. Both of them can be under the same roof in Congress, but yet still operate the government and reach across the aisle and try to find some common ground and strengthen themselves on just those common points, not sit and bicker and argue because of very little petty details that we don't like. Reserve the judgments for the higher power, not here on earth, because that's all you do is you create. Well, hello there, Cass. Oh, I love you too, baby girl. Oh. Excuse me. Anyhow, yeah, big old hound. Oh. All right. Down, Cass. Down. Okay, maybe now I got things under control, sort of. But, okay. Well, Cassie, I hope you're enjoying this moment. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. Yeah, we need to stop this crap. I say we need to start learning to harmonize each other more and work on our common ground instead of trying to find something to tear us. All this bickering, all it's doing is just tearing us apart, especially among this, political lines where this country is going to fracture. We can't figure out how to coexist. I mean, have two differentiating opinions and still coexist. We need to stop this, because we need to look at the bigger picture and try to find. Are you done licking me? Anyhow, yes, we need to stop this argumentative bullcrap. Stop picking petty fights. Ringing a bell over there? Dog. Anyhow, we need to stop picking petty fights over different ideologies, or because someone's dressed the wrong way, or rephrase, dress the way that you don't like, wear their hair a different way that you don't like, act in a different tone. Or you get the picture. The point is, stop passing judgments and start focusing on what we can come together and try to find our middle ground and work on that, and just don't worry about the other issues that we clash on. As far as the faith side of it, the brothers and sisters of the faith should be spending more time praying for the person. It's very clear the example the good Lord on earth had set for us. We are supposed to pray for the person's deliverance back to God, not to sit here and say condemn somebody. If the good Lord, Jesus Christ, refused to condemn Mary Magdalene of her adultery, why should we in our society fail to follow his example and never condemn those who have sinned or have done things differently than what you would like? I mean, or have a commentary on this, that, and another. And that is not how things are supposed to work. Anyhow, I hope this makes a point, and I will catch you on the next video.